Alright, welcome back everybody to the Darksiders II full play. My name is Joey V. Welcome back to episode 20 of this full play. Man, it has been a long time since we last spoke, and you know what? This Darksiders II full play continues to fight me every step of the way. All it does is annoy the crap out of me. I just recorded a bunch of I'm re-recording my commentary for this episode. The last time I recorded this, it was late September. It is now December 23rd. It is late December, and a lot has changed on the website. And what I'll be doing in this episode is I'm going to be doing the Crucible DLC for this. It's a wave-based arena. There's not too much for me to comment on in this, so I'll be telling you what's been going on with me and why the full play has been kind of lacking as of late, the last couple months, and why and what I plan in the future to be doing to ensure that the full plays remain a focus on the Geek Watch website. So let's start here. Why is it that there has been essentially 3 months of dead air time with the full play? It's very simple. I got very busy running the Mass Effect Marathon 3, which benefited Child's Play Charity. We actually had a really fantastic year. We were able to raise $26,825 during the actual event, and we were able to raise $2,500 during the actual Child's Play Charity auction dinner. Our good friend Yogi put up 3 of his Mass Effect related Muppets, and they went for about $2,500 for all 3 of them. It was unbelievable. Our lifetime total it's a lot. It's over like $70,000 since 2010. That is an unbelievable amount. It's really exciting to see that kind of number go up. And so I've been doing that for a while now. That pretty much took my September, my October, and November, and right now in December I am trying to make sure that everything is shipped out. All the prizes are shipped out, which is a really crazy process because we pay for all the shipping ourselves, so it ends up costing us like $300 or $400 in shipping when we ship it out all over the world. So because of that, we wait until we actually have money to do that. So that's what I've been doing for the last couple months, which is why not only was doing content on the website kind of not a priority, but not recording full plays, not playing any other games really. It was very difficult for me to even find time to play other games until pretty much right before the event started. I just didn't have a lot of time. So, but we're back now, and I'm going to be going through the Darksiders II full play, and as the name suggests, I will continue to play it until it is all the way done. It is fully completed. But yeah, so over 2012, a lot of things have happened at the Geek Watch site, and a lot of things have happened with me personally. And, you start to question what worked, what didn't work on the website. What did you like to do? What didn't you like to do? And what I found, and what a lot of my friends who help with the site found, is that the things that we like to do for the site are the things that we like to do normally. We like to play lots of geeky things. We like to play board games. We like to play tabletop RPGs. We like to play video games. We like to, be silly. And when we want to do stuff like that, the last thing we want to do is, oh man, I got to get this article up. I got to write this article about this thing that I think people want to hear about. But the people that want to hear about that probably want to hear about it from a more different website that is more trusted in that area, and they probably won't want to hear about it from us. That may sound harsh, but it's true.
I see you got our little invitation. Welcome then to
the Crucible.
Here,
No, really, it's just an arena. That's it. It's I believe you need to get through 25 waves. I don't want to spoil it for you, but the ending to this is pretty awesome. Ending to this episode is pretty awesome. It's pretty much press your luck. You like every 5 waves, it's like, do you want to leave and get a cool prize, or do you want to keep going and try and get a cooler prize? If you die before the next checkpoint, then you'll lose everything.
Deeper into the Crucible you'll go. At intervals, you'll be offered a reward.
Yeah, as he's going to say right here.
Take the reward, you must exit. If not, you may continue. But if at any time you fall, you will earn nothing. Oh, and one last thing. No one has ever finished the Crucible. Besides me. Do you wish to enter?
I'm not interested.
Wish to free from the start. A brave decision.
So yeah, that's what we like to do. So we were like, my problem is, anytime that there's not something on the website, I kind of freak out. We have a lot of fans out there that want content, and I'm not bringing it to them. Like, what? I gotta be doing more. But then it was like, what are we gonna be doing? Like, am I gonna be writing more articles? Like, I can't do that. I work full time. I like to play video games. I had a lot of stuff going on. It's like, well, I can't do that all the time. And it's like, this help. And then it was like, it's like, oh, well, someone finished the article, but I'm at work and I can't upload it. So it was a big pain in the ass. So we decided for 2013 that we were going to change the format structure. Any of you that have been around Geek Watch for a while know that we change the format structure every goddamn year. But in reality, we really haven't changed it. The idea was always like, oh, we're going to do this thing, and we're going to do this thing, and we're going to keep everything the same, we're just going to do more of it. After, 3 years of this, of running the website, that's what I've learned. I've learned that you just can't be like, oh, we're going to do a better, we're not going to get lazy this time around, and we're just going to keep going. We're going to do bigger stuff. We're just going to do more of it. It's like, no, that's not how this works. So I really wanted to take a really hard look at the website and at what I do and what and my life and my personal life and my fun-loving life, the portion of my life that I like to spend, with my friends and family. And it's like, okay, now how can I balance all of this? How can I balance work, fun, and the website? So what we decided for 2013 is that we're going to kind of intermingle our fun activities with the website. Let me explain. There are going to be the idea for 2013 is that every week there is going to be something on the site. Not every day, but every week there will be something on the site. Now that could potentially be every day, but we're trying to lower our expectations, at least for now. So it's like, okay, so first up, every 2 weeks there will be a podcast. It will be recorded on a Thursday, and it will be posted either on a Friday or a Monday.
I believe this one.
Why are we not doing every week now? We're not doing every week now because it's
Would you take this prize?
We found we were running out of things to talk about. It became a chore to come every week. Not in the actual talking. It was more just it was very difficult to get everybody together sometimes. And it's like we really need 3 people, or ultimately what we like is 4 people on the podcast, and it was really difficult to get that going. So we decided, okay, so let's scale back the podcast. Alright. In addition to that, we will be live casting a tabletop role-playing game, something like Dungeons and Dragons or World of Darkness. We will be live casting that once a month. It'll be on Friday nights. That's what we're hoping. And why do we want to do this? Well, our group of friends really wants to get we want to get a game. We want to get an RPG game going. We have a lot of fun doing that. So let's so we figured if we put it on the schedule, we'll do it. And why don't we just put a camera on it, because people seemed really interested in it. So maybe if we live cast it, people that are interested in RPGs can watch. People that don't know about RPGs can kind of get a look and feel about what RPGs are all about and whether they would be interested in that or not. And mostly, it gives us time to play, if nothing else. Even if there was nobody in the chat, it's like, well, at least we're playing. And then on certain Saturdays, once a month, we will be doing a tabletop board game night. We will be playing 1 to 3 board games during that night, and we'll be live casting it. So you guys can watch us play board games. Similar to Will Wheaton's Tabletop on Geek and Sundry. Not exactly like that. We're trying to do a little bit more with camera angles and being able to show you player hands and the board and this, that, and the other thing. And trying to do interesting things along that realm. And then we are looking to, and then finally, in terms of the full plays, because I definitely want to bring the full plays back, we will be doing a full play episode Monday through Thursday every week. So every week you get a full play. You get a full play episode. Now, Joe, now I know what you're saying at home. Maybe you're not saying it, but maybe you should be saying it. It's like, Joe, didn't you say that the full play was kind of becoming a chore? Like, why would you be doing 4 episodes a week? Like, you couldn't be bothered to do an episode for 3 months. Like, what's going to change? Well, in order to answer that question, I kind of have to tell you guys why the full play kind of failed with Darksiders II. So, and then I will, once I tell you that story, then I can finish off my story with giving you an idea about the way that the content on the site will be laid out. And then that should give us enough time to have talked through this entire episode of me killing monsters, and, things will be good. So what happened with the Darksiders 2 full play that made me really kind of less than thrilled with doing this every day? Well, pretty simple. Darksiders 2 was not what I was expecting. To be perfectly blunt, it really disappointed me as a game. I really didn't have as much fun with it. I continue to not have as much fun with it. I still need to finish the game, which should tell you something. Usually I finish games pretty quick. But this game just really frustrated the shit out of me. And it did this for a couple of reasons. One, it's not as well polished and tight and focused as Darksiders 1 is. The storyline is bad. It's really bad. The thing that I always remember is that ending to Darksiders 1, and just being like that feeling of like, fuck yeah, like I can't wait for a sequel. We're gonna mess some people up. And then this sequel comes out, and it doesn't even deal with, at least, for a good half of the game, it doesn't even deal with the first one at all. Like, I haven't gotten to that fuck yeah moment, and I don't know if, and from everything I heard, I'm not gonna get there. And then, there's weird stuff with the storyline. It's like, okay, you're gonna be in the land of the dead. And I'm like, okay, it's the land of the dead. Death, or the horseman named Death, obviously rules here, right? And it's like, no, the Lord of the Dead. Like, the Bone King rules here. It's like, why is he in charge? Like, well, you know, it's just a name. Death is just a name. It's like, okay, well, shouldn't he know about these different realms since he like banished a bunch of people here? And it's like, well, no, he knows nothing about this realm. It's like, he knows nothing about this realm. Like, isn't Death supposed to be like the most badass of the horsemen and very knowledgeable? Like, how does he not know about this stuff? Well, you know, he just doesn't. It's like, that's the storyline for me. I will go more in depth in the episodes to come, but there's just, I just felt myself very frustrated and very unbelieving of what was coming out in the game. So I was really frustrated with the game. I didn't really like, I liked the combat, but the storyline always got me annoyed. The some peculiarities of the game just didn't have me as excited to come back and play it. So because of that, you know, when it was like, oh, when I was doing Dark Souls, I was like so excited to record new episodes. This episode, I'm doing this, and that's super exciting for X, Y, and Z reasons. Darksiders II, I wasn't excited about anything. It was like, oh, I gotta go through this stupid thing, and it's gonna take me a while to get through it, and I don't know what's going on in it. These ghosts are glitching, and this, that, and the other thing, and it became a whole mess. So that was one problem. Second problem is my internet. At the new house, as you may remember, I moved into my first house. I love it here. It's wonderful. It's really great being a homeowner. But the internet here is less than reliable. My old when I had Verizon Fios, my plan of attack was always, okay, I'm gonna encode my video, and then I'm going to upload 2 to 3 of the videos to YouTube at the same time over the wireless connection. Not a big deal. For Verizon Fios, that was no problem. With my internet here at the house, that's a big problem. What I found is that if I really want a video to upload to YouTube correctly, I need to only upload one at a time, and I need to be hardwired into my Ethernet. Okay. Because what was ended up happening was I was trying to upload 2 to 3 videos in the morning, and then I would drive to go to work, which is about an hour away. The idea being that by the time I got to work, the videos would have finished uploading and processing in that time, and then by the time I got to work, I would make a quick post on the website, wham bam, thank you ma'am, it's all done, and I'll be good to go. And it's like, okay, content up on the site, everything's great. But what ended up happening is I would try and upload 2 to 3 videos. None of them would upload correctly because my internet was not ideal. And then next thing you know, I'm at work with no way to upload a video. I'm like, well, I guess I'll upload it tomorrow. I guess I'll make up for it. And just you do that enough. You do that enough times, and it becomes very frustrating, and you kind of invent excuses for skipping a day here and skipping a day there, and so that was rough. And as I said, I was really busy with other things. So why now am I going back to full play episodes Monday through Thursday every week? Why am I going through this? Because I think I figured out a way to make it more appetizing to myself.
Would you take this prize and leave, or continue?
Well, I'm going to continue further. Damn right I do. So what I'm going to be doing is number one, only doing 4 episodes a week instead of 5. I think that would definitely help. I will be changing video games every week. For example, first week I'll be this week, this holiday week during Christmas, I'll be doing Darksiders 2, and then on the following week I'll be doing Far Cry 3. The week after that, so the third week, I'll be doing Hell Yeah, Wrath of the Undead Bunny, and then I'll circle back around, and I'll do Darksiders 2 again, and then the second week of Far Cry 3, the second week of Hell Yeah, and circle around and back again, and I'll do this until those games are done. And when one game is done, I will add in a different game. Like whenever I finish a game next, I'll be adding XCOM Enemy Unknown, and then after that, who knows? Maybe I'll be adding in Escape from Butcher Bay, the Chronicles of Riddick game. Maybe I'll be adding in Street Fighter 4. Maybe I'll be, whatever. But I'll have options. And the idea behind switching these games every week is that I won't get bored of them. Because I'll be like, okay, I played it for a little bit this week, and if I'm not having fun, well then it won't matter, because in a couple of days I'm going to be going back to a different game, and maybe I'll have fun there. And then by the time I come circle back around on that original game, I'll be like, well, it's been a month, so I'm excited to come back to it because I want to finish it. That's the idea. So that's what will be happening. So in a perfect world, what's going to be happening is the content on the site is going to be thus. During a month, like I said, every week, so for 4 weeks during the month, Monday through Friday, you get a video game full play video. Sweet, cool, not a problem. Then the first week of the month, you'll be getting a podcast. We record on Thursday, and it'll be posted either Friday or Monday. The second week, on a Friday night, we'll be doing a live-casted tabletop RPG. That's pretty exciting, and there'll be people there to moderate chat. I'll be moderating chat, and you'll be able to ask me questions, and I can ask questions of the players. I can ask players of the game master, and you can, all your tabletop RPG questions can be answered, and you can watch as we go through an adventure. And that will be happening once a month. So yeah, so second week on a Friday night, you'll get that. Third week on a Saturday, starting at about 5 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be doing tabletop board game night. And board game night, like I said, we'll be playing 1 to 3 board games during the night. And we'll be giving you different camera angles, and we'll be explaining the rules of the game and why we think it's fun, what's the best number of players for it, etc., etc. And then the fourth week will be off. Either we'll be taking a week off, and we'll just be hanging out. Maybe on that fourth week we'll be doing a live casted horror game. Maybe it'll be myself in the dark playing Amnesia, or playing a different horror game. And then maybe I'll make a highlight video of some of the games that I've been playing this week. Maybe I'll be painting my War Machine / Warhammer miniatures, and I'll just put a camera on it. We'll live cast it. You guys can ask me questions about wargaming or whatever you feel like. So that fourth week, it could be off, but it could also just be a fun, random thing. So that's what we have coming up, and then all the while you're getting 4 episodes of the full play. Not too bad, right? It sounds a lot more manageable. It puts the events that we like to do as friends kind of in the mix, so it doesn't feel like work to us, because we're doing something that we love. We're playing board games, we're playing RPGs. It's the stuff that we always man, I wish I could do more of this, but I can't because I don't know, I'm doing something on the website. We're doing a charity event. We're doing this. We're doing that. We make up a million excuses for why we can't do it. What I'm saying is, you know what? Let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's plan those events. Say we're definitely going to be doing this once a month at X time. And why don't we just put a camera on us and people can watch, and that counts as content. Either people are going to be like, that's super cool, or they're going to be like, meh, I don't want to watch. Either way, we're going to do it, and it'll be super fun, and it'll be unique to us. Because that's the thing, I don't want to be Destructoid, I don't want to be IGN, I don't want to be anything like that. I want to be Giant Bomb. I want to be a place that does whatever we want, and either you like it or you don't. And if you like it, great, keep coming back, tell your friends about it. But if you don't like it, well, oh well. This is what we're gonna do, and we're hoping that will be super successful. So that's what's happening in terms of content on the site, and that's why I'm excited that the full play is back. I really had a lot of fun doing the Dark Souls full play, and I really just felt like it wasn't that I hated doing full plays. It was just that I had such a bad reaction to the initial Darksiders II gameplay that I kind of sabotaged it. You know, between my initial lack of enthusiasm for Darksiders II and combine that with my internet troubles and some of the technical problems I was having adjusting to the new house and trying to get everything set up and situated, I think that really hurt the full play for Darksiders 2. Now that I kind of have everything in place, I have my own game room dedicated just to like, I go to my own separate room where I record podcasts, and I have my own separate room for where I play video games, and that is important because I don't feel like I'm intruding on my wife Kate. You know, I'm not like, she's like, oh, I wanted to watch TV down here, but I guess I won't. It's like, well, before it was like, I guess you can't do that because, you know, at the time I was taking the main TV in the living room. I had all these wires hooked up, and it wasn't like she could sit down here and watch me do this because I needed pretty much complete silence so that there was no feedback on the microphone. But now I've got my own room for it, you know, and I can do whatever I want in here, and it's pretty nice. And I'm not intruding, I'm not imposing on anybody. So yeah, that's what coming up with the content for the site, and I'm super excited about it. And the other thing that I'm trying to do with the full play is and I'm definitely making a conscious decision with that. Unless, you know, the games that I mentioned, it was like, okay, you know, we're doing Darksiders 2, but we're also doing Far Cry 3, and we're going to do Hell Yeah, and we're going to do XCOM, and The Unknown. The reason why I mentioned those games is because I've already played a little bit of them. In terms of XCOM, I already beat the game, but I want to play it on a higher difficulty. I want to play it Iron Man, which is you can't save. You can't load any games or anything like that. It's one solid playthrough. Whoever dies, and you can technically lose the game in Iron Man. So that's what I want to do. I feel like it'll be super interesting and super fun for the people at home to watch. But why do I know that that's going to be fun? Because I've played some of it, and I know that it's like, man, this would be super cool. Same thing with Hell Yeah. It's a really fun, schizophrenic, like platformer slash like gun shooter game. So I know that's going to be fun. Far Cry 3 is a sandbox, first-person shooter stealth game. I know that's going to be fun. It's going to be super fun. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to show you guys that game, assuming that you haven't played it yet. So I made a big effort on site, because the thing that I didn't do with Darksiders 2 is I didn't play it first. The first time I put that disc into my Xbox, that was the first episode of the Darksiders 2 full play. Why is that important? If I had played the game first and then started recording, I probably would have been like, shit, I can't do this as a full play. I just can't do this. It's the thing that I did originally, way back when. A lot of people were like, oh, Joe, you should play Skyrim and full play that. And I played it for a little bit, and I was like, guys, Skyrim is a great game, but there is no way that I can do this. The main storyline isn't interesting enough for me to like keep going, and I just don't want there to be episodes of like, hey, I gathered some cheese wheels. Isn't that cool? Like, I just didn't want that to be a thing. So, because of that, I remember everyone was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna play Skyrim," and then I put out a note on Facebook and on Twitter being like, I'm not gonna play Skyrim. I just don't see the value in doing that, and I didn't. If I had done that with Darksiders 2, if I had played it first and then come to a realization, I feel like even during the marathon, I probably would have figured out a different game to play, and the full play would have kept going. So it's kind of disappointing that I didn't do that, but I learned from, biggest thing that you can do is learn from your mistakes, and that's what I'm going to do. And dude, this wave and the next wave, fucking bullshit. They are such shit. Because they just start throwing bosses at you, like multiple bosses at the same time. This is crap. Challenging, fun. I was just a little, and at this point I'm out of health, so now I have to like figure out new ways to get health. It's such a bitch. So yes, so that's what I would have figured out. So the thing that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to play the game to verify that I think that they're cool enough to play as a full player. They could be games that I even love, but I could just be like, this is not going to work. I want to do my own internal quality check. Even if you guys enjoy it, if I'm not enjoying it, then that means that I'm not going to be doing a good job. It means that I'm not going to be... I'm not going to... I'm not going to be serious about it, and I don't want to give you guys a subpar experience. That's really what it comes down to. And man, I got really close. I almost was totally out of health on that. Got a really good thing. But I got no health on the execute. Yeah. So that was a problem. And there was something else with the but yeah, I mean, I figured out my technical issues, so I'll be able to upload the episode on a fairly, during the, I believe, the 4-day basis. I'll be able to do that. So I'm not worried about that. And, but right, some of you may be wondering, it's like, okay, well, why are you continuing to do the Darksiders full play? Well, I started it. That's the thing. I started the full play. I want to finish the full play. I don't want it to be like, well, it's a full play when Joe feels like it. For better or for worse, I got myself into this mess and I'm going to get myself out of it. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to finish this full play. And like it or not. That's what I'm going to do. But like I said, since I'm switching games every week, I feel like I'll be able to do this in a much easier fashion. I'm not as worried about it. So it'll be good. I think it'll be good. I'm looking forward to, just to start recording again. I really missed it. I've really missed recording. And talking to you guys and reading your comments. And, what I really enjoy is kind of this, I call it the Scene Anners forum. For those of you who don't know about Scene Anners, you should go Google him. He's amazing commentator, video commentator on YouTube. But maybe I want to do more of these like Scene Anners commentaries, where instead of doing live commentary, I'm doing post-mortem commentary. And obviously for this, I'm not really doing as much commentary on the actual gameplay, but that will change in the coming days once I start getting back into the swing of things. I'm mostly doing post-mortem commentary on this because originally I recorded this in September. Like, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about at the time. I think I was grilling or something. Oh no, I'm dead. There's spoilers. Last wave, just couldn't take it. 3 bosses at the same time, really hard. But yeah, like I was talking about some random ass shit at the time, and there's just no point in me posting up a video that has 3-month-old commentary. So that's why I'm re-recording it, and also, to give you guys the explanation about what's happening in the next coming weeks and months. I really think that this schedule can work, but I don't know yet, and we'll find out together. But what I need you guys to do is tell me what you think about it. what do you think about the idea that there will always be content on the site, but not, but less content, but what we think is quality content? What do you think about that? Are you excited about it? Do you prefer live commentary or post-mortem commentary? Do you have an idea for a game that you'd like to see me play? Would you like to see me play using a stipulation? Stuff like that. Would you guys like to see me, I don't know, play fighting games once a week? I don't know, like whatever you think. Let's start the dialogue, because that's where the best ideas come out of. And mostly because the more that you guys chat with me, the more I know that you guys are watching, and that makes me feel good. And I'll try and be better with commenting back. I know that I can be pretty lax on that sometimes. I do read every single one of them, but sometimes I don't have time to immediately respond while I'm at work. So yeah, I forget what I did here. I think I just tried to get a few treasures that I had missed the first time around. I think that's what I tried to do. So yeah, that's what I got going on for right now. Again, come back tomorrow. We'll have episode 21 tomorrow, and then yeah, I have to record 22 and 23 for this week. But yeah, so we'll have, right now this is going up on Christmas Eve. We'll have stuff on Christmas Day and the day after Christmas. I know that you guys have a lot of you guys have some days off during the holidays, and so hopefully you can spend some time watching me play Darksiders 2. And I'm going to be doing all post-mortem commentary this week, and stuff that I'm going to be talking about include my issues with Darksiders 2 thus far, and hopefully I can be proved wrong about that. I'll be talking about the recent news that THQ filed for bankruptcy. THQ is the publisher of this game. This game is made by Vigil Studios, but the company that actually put the packaging on it and shipped it out was THQ, and THQ just filed for bankruptcy. And in no small, in due to Darksiders 2 to a part, and what that means for THQ and for some of your favorite franchises. THQ had studios that were responsible for WWE games. They were responsible for Warhammer games. They were responsible for Saints Row. They have Darksiders. They have what the hell else they have? They have something else that's kind of important. I don't remember. I'll look it up. But THQ filed for bankruptcy, and what they are planning to do is sell off some of their intellectual property to other developers and to other publishers. Like, what does that mean? Who could be trying to make a bid on THQ? And we'll be talking about that this week to get some of that through. And also we'll be talking about some of my games of the year and why Darksiders 2 will not be on that list. We'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about what I would have liked to see from Darksiders 2. Why I'm sad that we may never see a Darksiders 3, or we may never see a Darksiders 4. And, kind of the differences between this game and Darksiders 1, and we'll be talking about all that this week and, throughout the rest of this full play. So yeah, that's what we have coming up. Like I said, next week we're going to be starting Far Cry 3. I'm super excited for you guys to see that game. If you haven't played that game yet, get playing. It is amazing. That game came out in December, and usually games that come out in December, that's where they throw them, so that it's publishers being I don't know what to do with this game, just get it out. It's probably crap, just put it out there. And Far Cry 3 is not crap. It is one of the best games of the year, so cannot wait to show you that game. It looks like my time here is almost up. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for listening. Thank you for coming back and being a part of the full play. New episode tomorrow. And until then, guys, I will see you later. Have a good one.